Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and yes, after a few days we are back. I do have a good reason for this, and that's because I've been testing out a deck for the past couple of days, trying to see if I can get it to at least a good point, or that I'm comfortable to take on the ladder, or at the very least that I know what its weaknesses are, and while I don't really think I could compensate for it, I do know that I have put the materials together for it to hopefully get a little bit lucky. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about a deck that I've been teasing out for the longest time, the Reborn Tribunal. It's still a work in progress, as I still have a lot of testing left to do, but I have identified a few decks that it does good against, and a few decks that it does absolutely awful against. So yes, this is a reforge of my old heavy removal deck, and while it does still sort of keep theme with that, it also has a few, well, let's just say interesting cards added to this. Khajiit, oh, please rename yourself and get some free card packs. Also, don't be playing an aggro assassin, that's just the worst thing to do. So I'm just going to dump all that back. Now our main area is 4 costs and 5 costs, so not really much of an early game. I do have some ramp, and it's always great when I get the ring. However, it looks like I haven't got that at this point. Now, I do have a few ways, or not a few ways, but a few early game cards like 1, 2s, and 3s. I have a fair share of them. It's just I've got majority of 4s and 5s, as well as the third highest column is all my late game. Fortunately, we've been able to actually make it to this point without really a lot of without having to put in a lot of effort. What can you do? Destroy a creature with 4 power or less, so you can destroy that. As you can see, I've finally decided it's time to reintroduce Phalanx Exemplars into our deck. We have Grand Inquisitors in here as well. What are we going to get? Oh, that's a nice pick-off. Can use this to kill that then. And we're coming up on a Grand Inquisitor turn. Well then, I will just have to lock it down. Yes, let us lock it down. And next turn, I think I'm going to play Tree Miner and the Tribunal Oathman to get a bunch of Magicka. Interesting. You can see we have Mana Marco as well.
Behold the light of the tribunal.
So we're going to go up to 9. What do we got? Nothing really that I want to bring back with Mana Marco just yet. I might bring back the Avenger. And I'm not too concerned that we're going to lose quite a bit of health in this. I can get rid of this board pretty easy. A simple 1, 2, and 3. Unless he kills it. Nope.
Blood and fire.
Okay, never mind. That is a much easier solution to this problem. That's just to eliminate everything altogether. Much easier solution. Not a clean one.
We're not known for our patience.
That's got to go, because I won't be able to Grand Inquisitor it. And you can't shackle my guy. However, I can just Etiquette, then Exemplar. I'm going to play it here. just to make sure that it doesn't suddenly get picked off by him trading this into.
Our own fate.
Oh, you have played through the Dark Brotherhood, or at least you got. Yes, we had to bring him out.
You will regret your heresy. Justice.
Yes, we bring the justice of the tribunal, which we have now restored technically with our
We
deck.
will seize our own fate.
That's not going. Oh, actually, that is going to work in your favor. Okay, yeah, admittedly probably not the best card to put in, but come on. It's funny. All right, buddy, you're up. Our super-powered Atronak is here. Surprisingly, that's the only thing that really, one of the few cards that actually works in this situation. Let's devour you, and then play a giant chicken.
They'll never get the best of us.
And oh, that's rather unfortunate. Let's hope it's not an Argonian. Nope. Oh yeah, that's right. I get a guardsman from that.
Get back to work.
Oh, you're playing. This is a mass shackle deck. I do commend this guy for coming up with it. This is, unfortunately, one of the really lower tier decks that he could have picked.
They'll never get the best of us.
And then 2. And punch face. There we are. So unfortunately, I am recording this at a time where I do need to quickly go do something. However, I thought I may as well try to at least showcase off the work in progress. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments section. I'm going to be posting the link on my Discord, as well as, well, showing it off right here. But as you can see, it doesn't have a lot of prophecies. I think that's about a 7th. If I got no, it's an 8th. No, it's not an 8th. 6th. Yes, 1/6. It is 1/6 of the deck is prophecy. I have a couple of supports with Hisgrove, and I think, what else did I bring out? What are the support? Oh yeah, College of Winterhold, yes. Quite a few creatures, some actions, and a few items. A few flavor cards that I brought in here was, well, obviously Iron Atronak, one of my personal favorite, and the channel icon. Dwarven Colossus and Zumong Foon, aka Hulkbuster and Purple Rain, courtesy of Bane Miller. Guildsworn Honeytongues and Bringer of Nightmares, courtesy of Speaker Tyrannus, who is not in the deck as well. A copy of both Vampire Lords. Nakreem for that interesting. Can I do it? Can I do it? Aww. Or the once in a lifetime, hey, look at that, I scored Odaving off the top of my deck for once, because it never happens. The last time I got this, I drew Mage's Trick. I went, oh, that's kind of depressing. Now, what I'm curious about for Nakreem is, what happens in the case of the night of a double card? Will it discount both of them, or will it only discount the first one? Because I think technically Travar is the first card that's drawn, so I'm wondering what happens if Nakreem does that. I think I would like to test that out on my own time, and I can post the results. So what happens when Nakreem draws a double card? Does it discount both? Does it discount only one of them? I would think that it technically would discount both, because it's considered to be, in the purposes of making a deck, it's a single card, as you saw. We're adding it. We're only taking a card away, or we are adding only one card to the deck. So that's an interesting thought that I just thought about. What happens if you do it in a? I'm gonna have to test that out. Yeah, I'm gonna test it out sometime. So, yeah. Oh, I also brought Seething Flesh Golem as a bit of late game AOE, and the items that we have in this deck can help to trigger it, or did trigger its ability. Although I don't remember what items we have in this deck. Apparently we have 6. I don't know. Oh, a Spear of Embers and Staff of Ice, which are ironically both prophecies and can deal damage. But at any rate, that's going to end it for today. If you have any fun, interesting suggestions to add to this deck, please let me know. This is a solid lineup, though. I don't want to go too much higher than 90 cards. And what I got here, it works well if you're allowed to get to turn 4, turn 5. If you can do that, this deck, I found that it will snowball out of control. It has that potential to snowball out of control. It still can be stopped, but it's very easy to go uphill over downhill. If they can kill you if they can severely reduce your health within the first few turns and not hit any of the 15 prophecies that you're carrying, you're kind of likely to die off. So this is against aggro decks. This is a no-go. Against decks that try to deal a ton of damage to you in one turn, you can easily get around that. There are plenty of ways. Well, I say plenty. I'm pretty sure there's only a handful of ways to gain health. And I'm thinking of a couple of additions I would like to make. So I'm going to go make those changes now. But until next time, take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.